everyone, and welcome back. My name is Britton from Greenbrier Vintage. Come along with me as I thrift in Niagara Falls and Grimsby, Ontario, and stay tuned to the end for the haul.
This would be cool for the fall. I do a market in the fall called the Get Lost Market, and these would be nice for them. They're spreading knives. I kind of like these fruit wall plaque hangings. They're kind of like old world kind of look to me. Maybe not these two. I don't know, the grapes maybe? Or the apple. I don't know. I have to look these up. I'm gonna pass on these. I don't think there's that much margin. This is cool. It's huge. It's all carved from, I think, a single piece of wood. I don't know what these are for. Maybe they're to hang, and then you hang a planter? Not sure. There's some like this with birds as well. This is brass. This is more of a lighter kind of goldy brass that I'm not a huge fan of. I don't know what this would be used for. I'm gonna look this up and see if it's worth anything. It is quite heavy. I don't like the other color of the gold though with this other patina brass, but I'll look it up online. $30. This is kind of interesting. I like this chunky white knit cardigan cable knit. $9.99, but I don't like the color of these buttons. Super bright gold, and then also mixed with the silver. I just don't think they do anything for it. I wish they were different color buttons. It'd be a nice sweater if not. I think this design might be Norwegian, something Scandinavian, maybe Norwegian. I'm gonna look it up. I feel like I've seen this pattern before somewhere, and it's a pepper grinder. This is super cute. I just don't know if there's a market for it because I like this piece and I like this piece, but then the wood in the middle, I don't know if people would want like old kind of cork, especially if it has, you can see there has a little bit of staining and stuff on it. It says Portugal on the back. Yeah, I think I'll leave it behind. It is a cute piece. I'm just not sure if there'll be a market for it. Look at this piece. That's cool. I don't want to take it down, but it looks cool. Look at this frame I just found. Looks like one of those, the shape of it is like those things that you use, I don't know if they're called like bellows or whatever, for your fireplace. I don't know if that's the right word, but the things you make to make wind come out and you know, make your fire start again. It's kind of interesting. I don't like the pink mattes in it. Okay, I'm gonna do a cart edit and see what I want to keep. And I did just find this book, but I have to get a price on it because it's not priced. But Garfield, anything Garfield related at Studio 205 has been selling for me instantly. I put it out and it's gone by the next time I'm in. So I'm gonna see how much this is and then pick up this joke comic book or whatever if it's priced right. I think I'm also going to get this vest. It is vintage, smart set, made in Canada.
After I left Value Village, I headed on over to visit my booth and do a little restock at the Vintage Venture, which is at 6289 Huggins Street in Niagara Falls, Ontario. This is my booth space here after I had done the little bit of a restock, and this was about a week and a half ago. So some of these items aren't here anymore, but the majority of them are in my booth space, and you can visit on the basement level in Niagara Falls.
Right off the bat, found some leather purses. Let's check them out. I am on the hunt for one like silver kind of chain because I do have a necklace that needs to go on a chain. These look like they're all necklaces with things on them, so these are cute. And I bought tomato glasses and they just sold at Studio 25. I brought them in, they sold right away, so I'm gonna try bringing these. This might be a good book for staging. I really like these boxes. Oh, they're from Dollarama? Oh, wow. Okay. I thought that they would be good for markets or whatever, if you need to put things inside. What's this? Wall shelf, maybe? I think someone went a little bit crazy with the gold spray paint. Just found this. I have sold a few rotary phones actually, but this is like locked up. It won't turn at all. So I'm just gonna leave it. Cute is this little table set. $20. So adorable. I'm not gonna buy it, but there's something about this chair that I kind of like. Am I just crazy? I don't know. Something about it. I'm gonna put back the book. I wish it was more neutral colored instead of like a charcoal and a gray. And I think I'm also gonna put back the purses just because they don't feel old enough to me.
And here is the haul. So a very small haul. This was all from Niagara Falls, and I do like how when you curate a cart at a thrift store and everything kind of looks like it goes together. So this is giving me world traveler kind of vibes. Someone who picked up different things from their travels from around the globe in a way. I'm getting that vibe from this. So I am really excited about the pieces. These 4 pieces will come to the website on Tuesday at 9 a.m. at greenbriervintage.com. The earrings will come on Wednesday. And they'll also come with the purses that I showed in my last video. So I showed some purses and a wallet, and I'm going to style up a little drop for 9 a.m. with those earrings. The vest, I think, will come to my booth in Niagara Falls at the Vintage Venture. If someone really wants it on the website, put a comment on this video, and I can add it to the website. It has a really nice Aztec kind of pattern there, and it is Weekend by Smart Set. I'm not sure if Smart Set is still around, but I know it is a clothing store. It was a clothing store, at least. I'm not sure if it's still around, but this is definitely a vintage, lightweight kind of vest. So just to talk about the items, first off, I guess I'll talk about this. So I did pay up for this and for that pot as well. I did pay a bit more for these when I found them, but when I looked them up online, the comps were really, really good. Especially for the, I feel like someone maybe donated these same items because they're just, this is stuff you don't normally see at a thrift store, I would find. This pot is absolutely massive. It's so large and it's all carved from a single piece of wood. So you can see all the different, variations in the color. You can see the, like, I guess they must have put something there. But it is all carved from a giant piece of wood. And how I would use this and display this pot is I would actually just put it out like this as decor, or use it as a vase, maybe for some dried flowers. But I also think it would just be stunning, just a stunning statement piece to put it out just like this. And what this is, I was researching it. So this is definitely vintage, old vintage, if not possibly antique. It might be antique. And what it is it's an Himachal pot from the northern region of India. I think if I'm saying anything wrong, I'm sorry, but the Himachal Pradesh region of northern India, and tribal people of that area make these pots, or made these pots, and they were used as storage jugs for water, milk, or ghee. And ghee is clarified butter. So that was used for some kind of storage device. So now you obviously probably wouldn't be using it to store anything in, but it is just a stunning, stunning piece to display a very, worldly kind of decor, very moody, very dark, nice dark wood color on that. And it is, I've definitely never found anything like this before. And I think you can kind of see with the lighting, the different variations in the wood. It's so stunning. And when I saw it, I researched it right away and I saw it was coming up online. And I'm not sure, it could be antique. I'm not sure if it's 100+ years old. If not, it's close to antique, I would say. Close to 100 years old. It is a very, very stunning piece, and look at all the different color variations in the pot. The next piece I want to talk about is this. I have bought some copper kettles before, some copper cauldrons, but never one like this. And I knew something special was about, like there was something special about it when I saw it, and I just saw all these different geometric shapes, which these are resting on top. They're attached somehow and resting on top, but it's copper on the bottom, and this is brass, and then some other kind of metal. It's like a mixed metal kind of thing. It does have these little feet at the bottom, and it is, you can tell it's handmade because someone did all of this by hand, all these different pieces. And once again, you could use this on display just how it is. It is simply stunning. I love all the different, I love the patina. I love all the different colors on it. And it is nice that it has the swinging handle. You could hang it if you wanted to. I would, if you didn't just put this on display as is, I would use it as a planter. I think it would look so nice with a potted plant in it. And when I was looking it up online, this was another piece that there was mixed, when I was trying to research it, mixed information about whether it was antique or vintage. Definitely if it is vintage, it's on the older side of vintage, more towards the antique side, but it might possibly be antique. And the majority of the people online were saying that it's Turkish in origin. So some people were saying Middle Eastern, but the majority that I could see were saying that it was from Turkey. So just a beautiful, beautiful, stunning piece. So I definitely wanted to pick that up as well when I saw it. The next piece that I want to talk about is this pepper grinder. So I actually took it all apart. I tested it out. I ground a little bit of pepper and then I cleaned it out inside. When I picked it up at first, I thought this pattern might be Norwegian in origin, or Norwegian or Scandinavian or something like that. And I was actually wrong. And also, if I had looked at the bottom better, I could see that it says made in Italy. So this is an Italian, probably like a mid-century modern kind of time, maybe from the 70s. It is wood, but it has a different feel to it. It's almost like maybe it's a compressed wood, but it is some kind of wood. I love the details on it, this carved detail, and it is a pepper grinder. So you have to unscrew the bottom, put your pepper inside, and then when you twist this at the top, your little tiny pieces of pepper will come out the bottom. And this, I have never found a frame like this before. Let me sit back down to show this off a little bit better. But I have never in my life seen a frame like this. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is the best frame I have ever found. It is definitely a one-of-a-kind piece. I couldn't find anything else like it online. And what I think someone did, if I had to guess, was someone fashioned this from a fireplace bellows. So this was some kind of art project that they decided to do. Because you can see at the bottom here, this is where the bellows would have originally attached. That's the only thing other than the shape and like the rivet kind of things at the side. That's the only thing that makes me think, yes, they took this from a fireplace bellows and they turned it into a frame. And you can open up the back door there. There's a hook up at the top for hanging. And I love it. Like the shape of it, and then it's a dark black color, and then it has the rivets, and then it also has this botanical design, which I was trying to figure out if I don't think the bellows would have originally had this botanical design. I think somehow the person did this. Either they put down leaves and they somehow press them in, or they paint it. Like I just don't understand how this part of the art was actually formed, but I've never in my life come across a frame like this, and I couldn't find anything at all like it when I looked up online. And I even tried looking up fireplace bellows picture frames just to see what came up. Now, it did have, someone had put a mat inside and a piece of glass inside. Neither of them did the frame any justice, and neither of them fit properly either. I took out the mat at first and I was cleaning it all up and cleaned up the glass, and I was going to put the glass back in. And then I realized that the glass doesn't even fit properly. So if you put the glass back in, it would just be sliding around. You could put whatever picture you want inside this, a picture or an actual, if you wanted to do a painting or your own piece of art or something, put it in the frame. It doesn't need to have a piece of glass, I don't think. And I feel like almost that having the reflection of the glass would just kind of take away from the beauty. Honestly, now that I'm even just looking at it, you could even just hang it on your wall kind of how it is, just because it's such an interesting piece. But if you want, you could open up the back and put something in to fill in this space. But just a stunning, stunning piece. I love it so much. So the frame, the pepper grinder, the Turkish cauldron, and this Himachal pot will be coming to the website on Tuesday at 9 a.m. Those 4 items will be dropping. I also got a pair of these knot earrings, these brass gold kind of knot earrings, and those will be coming on Wednesday. And like I mentioned, I also got this vest. Nice pattern on it. A nice vest for, layering or just wearing over whatever else you'd like. Probably this will go to the Vintage Venture, so my booth in Niagara Falls at 6289 Huggins Street in Niagara Falls, Ontario. But if you would like this up on the website, just put a comment below and I'll try to get up on the website for purchase instead of bringing it to Niagara Falls for shopping in person. Really quickly, you probably in the video saw that I did stop at the second thrift store. That thrift store, I literally just got some wrapping paper and those orange juice glasses, which one of them, when I got home, I realized one glass was actually broken. So the second glass, I brought it to Studio 205 already, so if you're interested in the orange juice glass, you can go to Studio 205 at 205 King Street East in Hamilton, Ontario, and I dropped it off this past week, so you can pick it up there if you would like. And other than that, this is just the small little haul I got, but it's small but mighty, I would say, just because these pieces are just so stunning. And I'm really, really happy with what I picked up. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed coming along thrifting with me. If you would like to like and comment or subscribe, if you would like to do any of those things, I would appreciate it so, so very much. I'm just a small business, so anytime I get a new subscriber, I get so excited. And anytime people comment, I also, love to interact in the chat. So thank you so much for being here. If you would like to follow along, you can find me on Instagram at greenbrier_vintage and on my website at www.greenbriervintage.com. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.